improvement on last year, so thank you very much for being involved. If I'm any closer, I'll be into it. All right. I can't even read this. I want to thank some of the people who helped it make it happen, particularly the other members of the chair, Brian Benson, Jim Wiley, Michael Smith, Lois Wright, and of course Diana Paquetto, the executive director of the foundation, without whom none of this would have happened. Woo! Diana! Also, I'd like to pay particular attention or thank two elected officials who are here this afternoon. Roberta McGlatchin, who of course is the chair of the Sacramento County Board of Supervisors, and Phil Cerner, who's also on the Sacramento County Board of Supervisors. Right? Yes. As far as I know. There's also a bunch of people who helped make this happen. Sponsors that you can see on the back of the t-shirts. And there are also a number of volunteer groups, including eLife, who are those wonderful people who helped us get the rafts out of the water at the end. So, that's as much as I want to say. I want to now ask Dan Hill to come up on stage. He's the president of the foundation, American River Parkway Foundation, to say a few words. Thank you.
Can everybody hear me? Yeah. Woo. Did everybody have a good time coming down the river today? That's great. Now, you know, we put this event on because we want to get as many people as possible to enjoy the river and realize what a gem we have here. How privileged we are as Sacramentans to have the Parkway. And so I hope you're having a good time. I hope you had a good time coming down the river. And I have just a couple things to say, and then we'll let the music start again. First thing I want to do is to thank John Lyle for chairing the committee that put this event on. They did a fabulous job, and everything is run like clockwork. So John, thanks very much. Really appreciate it. Secondly, I hope you're all enjoying the music. The band we have here today is playing for free, which is always a nice thing when you're trying to put on an event. It's a group called the Republicrats, and it was earlier mentioned. Supervisor Phil Cerna is one of its members, and as you can tell by the name Republicrats, they obviously can get along better than Congress can these days. So let's give them a big hand. I'd also very quickly like to thank all the foundation board members who came today and who helped and volunteered in any way. This is one of several fundraisers we have, and it's also the one we try and make the most fun for everybody. So thanks very much for attending. And then I do want to do one more thing. It's really the most important reason I'm up here. As you all know, we really enjoy the Parkway, and again, as I said earlier, this is something that we as a community have that not very many communities in the United States have. A 22-mile park that has a beautiful river coursing down it. This was not always a park, and I think we always have to really think about the people that had the foresight to develop and sustain this park and create it so that we have it here today to enjoy. And we have an individual here who is very much a part of that, and I really want to take some time, a little bit of time here to recognize and honor him. He's a fella who is one of the founding fathers of this event. And as you all saw from your t-shirts, this is the 27th Downriver Day. He was a founder of one of the founders of the American River Parkway Foundation, and indeed, he was one of the founders of the Parkway itself. So while I finish up talking, I'd like Jim Jones. Jim, can you come on up here? I've got an award for you. Come on up. Woo! Yeah. Jim? Jim has been working and has had a passion for the Parkway for over 40 years. I'm no spring chicken, but he was working on the Parkway when I was at Chico State, and my major concern was having another beer somewhere. So he has done, and over the years, he has helped protect the park. He's helped form it. He was instrumental in a bond measure that was passed in the 70s to put a lot of this land together, to assemble it, and to make it what it is today. So we, as a group, have decided to honor him, and while we were thinking about what we could do in terms of giving him something that would show our gratitude for all he's done, we started with the premise, it's difficult to come up with something that's novel when you have somebody standing in front of you who's already been honored by having a bridge named after him. And I don't know how many of you know it, but the footbridge that you all started your rafting adventure at today is named Jim's Bridge, and it's because he saved that bridge and preserved it as a pedestrian overcrossing when it was scheduled for demolition years and years ago. So we had to come up with something, so here's what we've done. We've got a preserver here, and it's labeled Parkway Preserver Jim Jones. Downriver Day, American River Parkway Foundation, and in the insert we have pictures of Jim at historical Downriver Days over the years. So Jim, we would like to present this to you, and as a token of our gratitude, and knowing that we can never repay you for all the time that you put in over the years preserving and protecting the parkway. So thank you very much.
This is overwhelming. Had no idea. Wonderful, thank you. But I would just like to reiterate what Dan said. This parkway, this river will only be saved for us and our children and our children's children if we all get involved, stay involved, and be aware of the things that are happening, and talk to your elected officials. Do whatever you can. When I started, I got into this because I love to fish. I mean, I wasn't a tree hugger at the time. I loved to fish, and I heard about a canal being built that would divert all the water, and it's like, damn it, they're going to take away my steelhead and salmon. That's how I got. No matter what your angle is, no matter what you love about the river and the parkway, get involved, stay involved. Thanks a lot.
So at this point, we will turn the festivities back over to the Republicrats, and enjoy your lunch and the music. Thanks very much for coming.
I go same side.